All right, welcome to my second episode of the Rock Fantasy Files, and today we're going international with one of my favorite bands they've been to my store. I have Moyses Kolesne from Krisiun, and where are you actually at right now? What city are you in Brazil?
Okay, first of all, man, thank you so much. It's fucking great to talk to you. I hope you are listening to me really well. And I'm in Sao Paulo City, Brazil right now, in my house during this quarantine, just like everyone else is doing, like just stuck down the house. And I'm glad to talk to you right now.
Thank you, and welcome to my show. We had Will Carroll as our first guest the other day.
Oh yeah, Will,
and,
good.
He went through the horrible time of being on tour.
Oh yeah,
Europe
man,
and
that guy.
very ill with the disease of the virus.
It's fucking amazing, man. I'm fucking happy he made it.
Yeah,
he was like for 12 days on coma or something.
Yeah, like something like that. I mean, saw visions of hell and all kinds of crazy
things. He said he saw Satan.
Satan was a woman too. He didn't want to talk about too much of that. I was going to ask what she looked like. Was she like the Coop Devil, or or what?
I think it's.
I don't want to find out. I don't think, but
yeah. Well, yeah. Everybody calls a hot woman Satan. Also,
Yes. So, what were you guys actually working on when this pandemic started, and tell a little bit about how long have you been in quarantine down in Brazil?
Man, I'm in quarantine for 85 days, I guess.
Wow.
Right before the quarantine started, we had this tour scheduled for Europe. It was a headliner tour we were supposed to do. And 4 days before we departure from Brazil, we had to cancel. We heard that everything was going to cancel. The whole world was going to shut down.
Yeah.
And we had our flight tickets at hand. We had, like everything was lined up for the tour start. Tour bus, crew, the bands, was a Vitro and Krisiun from US. This tour was going to be, man, fucking brutal. The pre-sales were really good. A lot of kids in Europe, they were looking for this tour, but then this shit happened, and since from that, I'm staying home all the time. I had no motivation to do anything else, just waiting.
Are you doing like your own grocery shopping and things like that? Do you go out at all?
Yes, I do. The only thing I do is do grocerying and come back home.
Yeah.
Stay here. I don't go out. I don't visit people. I don't do anything else. Just stay home.
Do you have
just because I don't want to eventually get infected and pass this virus for someone that
can
die. So I prefer.
Well, you're doing the right thing. We just hope that this burns itself out. And you said that in Brazil it's pretty bad right now, because a lot of people in the U.S. kind of think, not everybody, because a lot of our viewers are know this is a worldwide thing, but a lot of people here get caught up in the politics and they think, well, this is Trump's fault or this is the Democrats' fault.
Oh, yeah.
They don't really look at the whole picture. This is all around the world. And you guys obviously have toured around the whole pretty much planet.
Yeah.
I
think tell you what. Sorry, man. Can keep going on.
Yeah. I think that you probably have played most every country on the planet, right? What countries have not you played, maybe, right?
Yeah, man. We play like on every. The continents. We play in all continents. So many countries that I don't remember. Many countries in Europe, in Asia, in Middle East, in South America. But as far as the virus, man, Brazil have a really similar situation for US. Like a lot of people, they still don't believe the virus exists. They think it's a conspiracy against our president or something.
Even though the same.
And the worst, man, is that we have the worst president in the fucking whole world.
You have the worst one?
Douchebag.
They say now, if you live in the U.S., a lot of people say that we have the worst president. So maybe this is like
I guess, man, there is a really, I would say our president is even worse than
because there's some people that love our president, and it's like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
divided right now, and there's other people that
It's
absolutely think he's the worst guy ever
yeah,
made. So I
it's
guess
exactly the same what happens in Brazil right now.
it's
Like
it's
some
it's
people,
it's almost uncanny, and so
and
I guess, well,
this,
and hopefully, are they planning on starting the reopening some of your economy and stuff down there soon, or is that, yeah,
yes, yes,
that's
yes.
what we're doing here, yeah.
Yeah, I think for the next week, like they're gonna start opening
And
some
what's the
key
climate like in Brazil right now? Is it very
right
hot out?
now. No, no, we here is the fall. We
Oh, it's
starting
fall there now. Okay.
it's fall here. It's
Okay.
we are going for the winter. South parts of Brazil are really cold right now. The city
Okay.
where I live is kind of cold. It's not that hot.
Yeah.
And up north Brazil, it's always hot, warm, like really hot, hotter than Florida
Mm-hmm.
or like that. It's the whole year. It's never
So I
like
guess, we'll change the subject a little bit. I would like to know how you got started in music and how you got started, like, playing guitar, and how long, maybe fill people in on what how that all started out and how long you've been in the band Krisiun.
yeah. Man, we started at a very young age, back in the 80s, mid 80s in South Brazil, in a city called Porto Alegre. We are three brothers. Alex is our older brother.
Yeah.
So he had, when he was like 14, 15 years old, he started playing drums, and he had a band in Brazil, and he was the drummer. And, and the band was playing some kind of heavy metal, rock heavy metal. They are really into like Maiden, AC/DC, but they were just kids. They were not able to play anything good. So we're just kids trying
Yes.
to do something together. And I
Yeah.
was a younger brother to Alex, and I started loving watching them play, and I say, man, I have to start playing too. I got to start playing, doing something too. I was a big fan of Iron Maiden. I was around 13 years old, and
Yeah.
then I want to play bass so bad, like then I asked my father for bass. Then it took like 1 year or maybe 8 months until I got the bass when I was almost 14 years old. But then we went to the music store to buy the bass, and the bass got sold. They sold the bass for someone else. Then there
Okay.
was just guitar there. Then I said, okay, if there's no bass guitar, I'm gonna buy a guitar, 6 strings guitar. If eventually I become a bass player, we just play 4 strings, blah blah blah. But then I get a guitar, went back home, started playing that guitar, and I fell in love for guitar. So since from there, I play guitar.
Yeah.
And Max, our younger brother, who became Max, the drummer,
Yes.
uh, he was really young too. And then he saw Alex playing, then I was playing. He said, "Man, so I might start playing too," And then Alex, he needs to move from the city where we were living, because he needs to go for a certain school that we don't
Yeah.
have in the city where we are living. So he left his drum kit there. So Max was really young, around like 12 years old, and he started like like playing some drums or trying or attempting to play some drums. And the rest, everyone know. And then we get together. I started
Yeah.
playing guitar. Then Max started playing drums. Then Alex, he said, "Okay, Max is playing drums. So what is left for me? Oh, I got the bass for you."
Yeah.
And he bought him a bass, and we had a singer. When we started the band, we had a singer, and but the singer, he never showed up at the rehearsal. So Alex
Okay.
the vocal duties too. So Alex always took whatever was falling for him, but he was the one that started everything out. So yeah, man, the history tells. Then we started like playing and jamming together and taking this band really serious, and started recording demos. As we are three brothers, nothing has changed so much.
No.
We are family since from that. We always live it together, except for now. And everybody knows. Then we start shopping demo tapes around the world until a demo tape, get to the central media guys, and the rest everyone knows. It's a pretty simple story, but we need to fight really hard. We went through a lot of hard moments to keep this band alive. We moved it uh, from our small city to Sao Paulo city, because Sao Paulo we get much better opportunities to make this band a professional band, and we get the
Yes.
studio record, we got the international airport here, we got better contacts here. And when we
Mm-hmm.
moved up here, like there was a lot of bands happening here. There was Sepultura, there was Ratos de Porão, there was
Yes.
Corsos, Vulcano. A lot of bands, all of them were from here. So
Mm-hmm.
you figure out when you are in the small city or hometown that we need to move to Sao Paulo because everything is happening there. I guess it's pretty much the same when you live in US and you want to move to LA or New York City.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. That's an interesting story, and I think it's quite unique that you guys are three brothers and you've kept it together so long. And yes,
Yeah.
I think that your whole stage presence and everything, even I love the intro you guys come out. It's like it sounds like it's from an old Western movie.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
Is that from a Western theme, like a movie or something?
Yeah, it's from Ennio Morricone. It's the name of
Yes,
the track is Death Rides a Horse. It's a lot of native instruments and native cants on that song. You know, that's why you like it. A little bit of
yes.
South American
I
native stuff.
actually have your latest album in my hand.
Oh, cool, man.
I believe this was what you were touring off of last year. When I got to catch your, I came up and caught the show and actually sponsored it at the Chance Theater in
Oh
Poughkeepsie,
yeah,
New
the
York.
chance, man. That's the place we already see you. It's always there.
Oh,
Thank you so
you
much,
play there
man. Thank
some.
you. Man, you. I need to say that for everyone that is watching you right now, that you support us so much, and you always supported the bands, man. You are a diehard metal
I'm
warrior.
a metalhead. There's the other brothers in case you're not familiar with the band, and of course, definitely check them out and buy some records and CDs and whatever else.
Cool,
And
man. Yeah.
got some great videos you could probably find on YouTube to check out. Yeah, your
Really?
connection with Middletown is actually something that you knew people in my area before I even knew you. We were talking briefly before we started our interview how you knew Ralph Tambora, and how he did a little artwork for you and almost did a cover. And maybe we could talk a little story about him and Morpheus Descends, who are from
Yeah.
Middletown, and your connection with them a little bit.
Yeah, man. I remember there was in 99, August 99, we went to US to play at the Milwaukee Metal Fest, and we need a place to stay. So we stayed in Middletown by Rob Cianch. He was playing for Incantation at that time. And
Yes.
we toured together. So we stayed by his house, and he introduced us for Ralph. Then we went to Ralph's house. Then we drank some beer, smoked some weed. And
Yeah.
he showed us his drawings and stuff, and we fell in love for that, man. He have a big talent to draw some evil stuff, and
Yeah.
and we tried to have him doing our cover for our Conquerors of Armageddon album. But for
Yes.
some reason, we ended up with Pentagonal, the one that do the Motorhead covers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we use a couple of Ralph's designs for some merchandise, for some t-shirts we did.
That's cool.
And we
Yeah.
got some really nice one, really nice evil one. He have this
Yeah.
evil raw. He's raw. He's evil. He's real. He's not a Photoshop, guy. He
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
all his hand art. So he's amazing. Besides that, he supported all the bands. He show up at the shows. He's a man that is important to have as a friend. Like especially when
Sure.
you are a metalhead, because he's a guy that devotes his life for metal too. And
Yeah,
but besides that, he's a great guy, a great human.
he's one of the diehards. And from our metal scene here, which is a small town here, where my store is in Middletown, New York. He's one of the guys that always comes out to the shows. And yeah, you played the Chance quite a few times. You played there last year on the Cataclysm Exhorter tour, and then you were there a couple summers before. You were in the Summer Slaughter there.
Yeah.
With that was what, Cannibal, Nile, Suffocation. That was a really great.
That was fucking brutal. Yeah. At the
Old
Summer
school.
Slaughter, man, they know what's going on when they do like those the lineup with only like these modern fancy bands. They always need to cancel in the middle of the tour, because those bands, they are stronger than a fucking computer. But when it comes to real life, these bands, they don't show up. And with Cannibal Corpse, Nile, Suffer, you know, man, it was sold out like 95% of the shows.
The
You know?
Veterans
So
of Death Metal tour that was.
yeah,
Right?
people they think metal is bad. The real death metal is not that, man. Just the shit don't go through the fucking is a media platform
It's
bullshit that
definitely,
is getting paid. You know, kids they have a
yeah.
new band, so they go there and they pay YouTube, they pay Facebook, so you end up not seeing what's going on. You just see the ads. You know.
I guess another question is what are some of your favorite songs to perform of your material from Krisiun? Or you have a couple where you just say, man, I'd love to put that on the set list, or something that you usually play in the set list all the time, or something you know, something from an
I like
album
to
you would.
play the the Blood of Lions.
I love that song. I had it in my head
Blood
all
of
day
Lions, because
today.
everybody they can sing the it's Blood of Lions. It's pretty easy to follow that, you know, and I
I
like
think
that,
you
you know. Like,
I think you dedicated that song to me at the Chance last year.
yeah,
One
yeah.
of the songs you're
Have
like,
a
hey,
really
there's
good memory,
Steve
man.
and Ralph
Yeah, I
out there.
remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, so yeah, it's you see, we like so much that we dedicate that song for the people that we believe
And
have
I
the
always
blood
try
of
to catch you
lions.
when you're in the area. I saw you a couple years ago down at St. Vitus. You were on the road, and I don't even
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
who you were with on that tour.
And I remember when you did a
Or
show for us uh, across the
oh,
street from your store, like
oh
in
yeah,
Middletown.
yeah, yeah.
We are one of the very few bands that played Middletown. You know, like, because
Yes.
I'm not sure many bands play Middletown.
They did back in the '90s and '80s. Middletown has the fairgrounds, and they had national acts. We had a couple rock clubs in Middletown. Metallica played Middletown on the Kill 'Em
Yeah.
All tour in a rock club,
Oh yeah.
and we had Metallica at the fairgrounds twice, in like Justice for All and the Black Album. No, and Alice, and they had Clash of the Titans where we did an in-store with Alice in Chains. You guys played a small club that opened up. It was like an all ages club, and
Yeah.
Cal Getter from Tainted Entertainment was doing some stuff with the Chance, but then he moved some of the shows down there, and we had you guys. And I think you were having a bad time on that tour. You went out on a tour in the U.S. and your headliner
Oh yeah, yeah. It was the
didn't
hypocrisy. It was a hypocrisy tour.
something
They
happened
canceled
with
the
them.
tour. Yeah, yeah. They canceled the tour in the very last minute. They canceled. It was supposed to be a hypocrisy, us, aborted, and who else?
I don't know who else was. I don't remember if you came to
There was
came
some
to
other
the.
band, but you booked the show only for us.
Yeah,
We
you
had a
just
day
came
off.
to. It was the last night of the tour, and I remember we hung out in the store, and you guys
Yeah,
hung out. You went and cleaned out the basement of the shop, I think, a little bit. We were down there partying a little bit, and I remember one of you guys coming up, and one of your brothers had like the Cheech and Chong doll. You're like, "Hey, can we
Chichon.
get this?" No, yeah, I still got
He
those
still
pictures.
have that one, and he is there standing on his room. You know, he loves that
Yeah,
Chichon.
cool. That was a
We
good
got a
night. Yeah,
few of action. Yeah,
that
we got
now
some.
back in the day in Middletown history, we're talking about Middletown Creator. We had Creator in Middletown off of Extreme
Okay, yeah,
Aggression,
yeah.
Dead
Yeah,
Brain
I know.
Cells,
Middletown is famous. I remember back in time, I was reading some
Sepultura
show
played.
reviews, but
Sep-
then I
oh
think on the 2000s, like never happened much shows there.
yeah, it just died. Yeah, I mean, there's
Now
nothing here now either, except for
you guys go for New York City anyway. You guys now go for
yeah,
New
the
York
city.
City.
We're like 60 minutes,
Close.
60 miles from the city, and we're like a little
Yeah,
bit shorter to Poughkeepsie. And but God
yeah,
knows what's going to be left when this is over, because these nightclubs are, can't just stay closed forever. We're going to get a whole new landscape for shows when we
yeah.
ever get out of this mess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I don't know. All right. Hopefully we get out of the mess.
Because especially like for music, it's a hard business, you know, and you need to have like this money income every month,
We
pay
were
rent,
talking. Yeah, we were
yeah, to
talking
pay
about
everything.
this.
It's like I don't know how the industry is gonna survive. You know,
No,
we're gonna metal ain't gonna die, man. I can make you survive. I'm sure
metal
about
won't die, but the touring part of it and all is just a mess right now. And the whole
that.
thing is like,
I think
we were
for
talking.
Matt, for a band like us,
Yes,
we're gonna get affected for sure. But as we are not like a huge band that demands a lot of money and a huge club, we can play anywhere. Like, so I'm sure you're gonna keep doing tours. We can play small bars. You can play anywhere.
Yes.
We will not like give it up because there's no nice venues to play anymore. We can play anywhere.
Yeah.
So that don't demand so much money or income to keep
I know
it
that
alive.
some of the bands I see are doing some streaming concerts where you get together and they just stream and they try to sell that. I know Catatonia just did one, and
Yeah,
Somnium,
a lot of bands.
Omnium Gatherum has done one, and that was some of the tours that were coming to the States right when this shit let down. And Mayhem, Abbott, the Decibel tour was on the road. They lost the whole tour. I think they might have played one night. That Insomnium, Omnium Gatherum tour was coming to New York City. They flew in the day of the pandemic, where they like the sports started canceling, and they and they ended up having to go right back. So they lost so much stuff. Almost like you guys. They had the merch printed, everything else.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But
We lost so much money, like them. We got the whole merch printed in Europe. We paid the first week for the tour bus. We paid our flight tickets. We got even like a hotel booked for the first days when we arrived.
yeah,
We should arrive in
well,
Europe.
I hate
It
to
was
say
like
this.
a huge money loss, but money is money, comes and go easily. So
Oh
the
yeah,
main thing is we are safe and healthy here. So that's what
last
matters.
week we did a show on another channel called the Sea of Tranquility, and I've been doing shows with them every week, and we do like top 10s, top 10
Yeah,
albums. And we've had, last week we did Celtic Frost. We had Reed St. Mark, and like Reed said, viruses are going to come and go. It'll go away eventually. And I'm like, yeah, and something's going to happen with that. But we've been doing that every week. Brian Slagle has been coming on with us from Metal Blade too, and that's been something just to keep us busy. But I just decided to try starting this because we launched a website for rockfantasy.com. So I try to, I've got anything you want pretty much, that's in print, we can ship out. From
yeah,
our website, we're not Amazon or anything, but plus we added a lot of stuff from the store, Blacklight
yeah.
posters,
These guys, they have
and
this
go ahead.
monopoly, in this game.
Oh
But,
yeah, and
but
now they're
you're
making
doing
more and
right.
more money because everybody's stuck at home, and we
Yeah,
need
man.
something. Call Amazon.
But I heard like record sales are doing well during this quarantine. Because a lot of people are home, they want to hear, and they got no shows to buy records. So they need to buy through the
Good.
online or somewhere else. And you are
And
fucking right, man. You need to step up and do the online sales too.
That's what we're doing, and I figure some of these things, like interviewing some of my friends and some bands, is going to help that out and get our word around. And I appreciate you guys doing it. I just wanted to
Sure,
ask you a
always.
couple more questions. I got two more we're working on. What other interests do you have? Do you like, other than music? What are a couple of your other interests? Do you collect toys? Do you like movies? I don't know.
Oh man, I'm like any. I'm a very normal person, man. I like to watch movies every night, listen music, and besides play metal, I love a lot of like jazz music too. So I like
Okay.
to go through a lot of old like John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Eric Dolphy, or Sonny Rollins stuff. I used to collect and see and watch the old documentaries about those musicians. I'm really into arts like paints, like Van Gogh, Salvador Dali too, some others people don't know. And man, I don't work. My main job is work for the band or music. And
Sure.
eventually, as a musician, I can give a guitar lesson. I can do some intro for bands on my computer, and so I just work with music, and
Good.
but besides that, man, I'm very normal. Like I might like the stuff you like. I like to watch movies and
Yeah.
sports. I
And
like
I know
soccer.
you collect some of the action figures. You bought the
Yeah,
little. You can see. I see the Slayer.
myself a little bit. I'm not a big collector. My brother Max, he's a big collector for Batman.
Max is
He
what
has,
Max bought the bigger statues from me in Poughkeepsie, I believe,
yeah,
right?
he spent a lot of money. He spent his time, always chasing for bats and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
But he have a
Cool.
huge collection, really expensive toys and stuff. And Alex too. Alex is a kind of collector. He collects a lot of old vinyls and
Yes.
much more action figures than me. And myself, I buy like a guitar stuff all the time. I collect pedals, like vintage pedals, modern pedals, guitars and stuff, pickups and stuff. So whatever I get money, my money goes for guitars strictly.
Cool. That's cool. And I had one more question to kind of round out the show today, and then we'll get some of your info and stuff for people want to get in touch with Krisiun and buy some merchandise. But what like I did with Will. Will was a big Kiss fan, so we did his top 5 Kiss albums. I was going to ask you what you think were the top 5 like metal albums or bands. You could do bands, either what you want, that influenced you, or what you say is like these are my 5 desert island metal albums, or 5. You can do either bands or albums, whatever you think.
Okay, yeah. It's always hard. I think it's easier when you go for only one band, because
Okay.
if you go for all the bands, for me it's impossible. I should have like a 100 top records, because so
Yeah, of
many
course.
great records. If I go for hard rock, thrash metal, heavy metal, death metal, you're always going to leave someone outside of it.
Exactly.
It's really hard, man. I should go for my history then. The top 5 of my history, what forged me, what made me like to play metal.
Good.
So the first record I think was Killers from Iron Maiden, was the record
Great choice.
I fell in love. Then there was Killers. There was The Elastic Line from Dio. Show No Mercy from Slayer.
I just did a Slayer show today with that show, and that was my #1 Slayer album, was Show No Mercy.
Yeah, it's because of the history fact, like because we are like used to listen to heavy metal. Then came Slayer, Metallica, and that was a big kick in the ass.
Yeah. And of course
it was huge. It was huge difference. Metal was changing, and you need to accept and start feeling it growing up every day. You listen. The more you listen, the more it grows in you.
And we had Brian Slagle on, because he produced the album. The $2,000 to produce that. They spent.
Oh yeah, and
so
became an icon. It's an iconic record, man. It's a.
So what do we got? We got 3 now. Or do you got 2 more? You got to try to think of.
I'm gonna give you like. It's a really hard question, man.
I know.
Okay, on 3.
You don't want to leave something out.
I would go for Van Halen 1. Van Halen 1.
Ah, great stuff. Yeah.
Because when I started playing guitar, and when I was a kid, I get really into guitar players. And I go then for Malmsteen, Rising Force.
Okay. You know what? A little Van Halen.
It's really guitar oriented. Because when I started, since when I started digging metal, I started playing like 1 year later. I started playing guitar too. So passion was so huge that I say I need to start playing that. So since I was playing guitar, I was more oriented to go for searching for guitar stuff. And I saw when Malmsteen came out, Van Halen.
Yeah.
There's so many other records. There's Metallica. There's there's Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
I should put Black Sabbath on this list. I should put Black Sabbath there, man. I love.
All right, so we're gonna stay on for another hour, and we'll go through the top 100 with Moses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's impossible, man. It's impossible.
Anybody that wants to add some comments and in here, put your 5. It's
I put in like a chronological way, like.
Yes, of course. And that Van Halen album's great. That was like a party record when I was growing up. And,
Eruption, man. When you start playing guitar and you listen to Eruption in the 80s, it was a big fucking.
Yeah.
It was huge. That was unclassified. I don't know the words to describe that.
No. So anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up episode 2 of the Rock Fantasy Files?
No, man. It's just thank you very much for your support throughout the years. Rock Fantasy, man, is an iconic store that must stay there for many, many years ahead. And we're looking forward to come back to US, to go Middletown and visit your new store, new location, buy some action figures, some please, some bongs. play
Yeah,
some
yeah.
pinball.
I got little King Diamond here. See him, the new one with the top hat. I have to tell your brother.
Oh, I have the small one, the other one.
You got this one, the classic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Look this.
So,
I got this big banner. King Diamond.
oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You got Gene Simmons over there too. It looks like.
Yeah, I got the Kiss here.
Yeah, that's one of the knuckle bones. Yeah, we sell those too. Yeah, we just hope that we can. We've got this downtime going now. Let's hope that in a year from now, maybe we'll do an interview and you're on the road somewhere, and we're kind
Yes.
of getting back to normal, and everybody's. And what a party it will be if we get through this, and you can go back to a
Yeah.
bar and see a band. You're not going to take it for granted anymore.
That's
You
right.
know?
Yeah.
And
I'm missing, man. I'm missing that so much. I'm missing go
oh yeah,
out, go
me
to a
too.
bar, drink a beer, meet my friends.
Oh,
That's
isn't it?
that's why I'm not drinking during this quarantine, man. Because I got no motivations. Because I think when you drink is to socialize, and I love socializing with friends. So I'm
Yes.
waiting. I'm waiting.
The
When
only
all this should be over, I gotta go in a bar, and I gonna be drunk as fuck, shitty faced.
like with me, the only time I'm a social drinker too, but the only time I really drink is we do some Zooms with our friends, like we do them on
Yeah,
Thursdays, and I do one tonight on Saturday where there'll be a few people. That's my excuse to pop
yeah.
open a couple beers and we sit and bullshit.
Oh, that's
Some,
cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
that's the only
I
way.
should be drinking a beer here too, but the weed, I keep on the weed, man. The weed goes on.
You're smoking weed still, so you're not completely sober for the quarantine.
No, I'm
You
not
got to keep
completely sober.
medicated.
Never. It's impossible to do.
Like it's not legal here yet, but my wife has a medical license,
Oh
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
treating it. I've been using some CBD products that helps me a lot with sleep.
CBD is good. CBD is good, man.
So to wrapping this up, so let's say someone wants to buy, you've got a website. Why don't we tell everybody how to find you guys?
Yeah, everything is going through our Facebook right now. So
It
if
is,
everybody
okay.
goes in our Facebook page, send a message. We're gonna direct you for where you can buy some stuff. You're gonna
Yes.
what you want to buy
Are you?
online through our. There's a lot of websites selling our stuff. We are not selling
Yeah.
our stuff right now, but because we
They can
sold
hook
out
you.
most of
They'll
the stuff.
hook you up. Like, are you selling the
But just
torture?
hit us on the Facebook, and if we have anything here available, we can sell you. No problem.
Well, I thank you for joining us today, and I'm gonna round the show up. If anybody likes this show, it's Rock Fantasy Files. Please look and comment, hit like, and subscribe below. And we're going to be interviewing some more people this week. And I look like I have John from Incantation's going to be doing a show with us. I've got Chris Caffrey from Sabotage Trans-Siberian Orchestra, who's a local guy. Andy Freeman from the Last in Line band, who's also from Middletown. And we're just going to keep trying to reach out and keep some stuff going. We're even going to have some people on that are in the pinball world because, we got all the pinball machines. So maybe some people with that situation. And rockfantasy.com, check us out. If you want to buy something online and you're far away, or our store is open now. We're open like 4 days a week, and it's pick up. You can go in and you tell the people what you want. You can check out our website and keep fucking staying metal during this laydown. And but Krisiun are a great band. So if you haven't heard Krisiun before, this is your first time being exposed, check them out. Three brothers on stage, the trio, death metal, and they'll kick your ass. Right?
Thank you,
All
brother.
right. We're going to wrap this
Appreciate
up.
a lot.
Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Check out Krisiun on YouTube also. And there's tons of videos you can check out. Check like Blood of Lions. Look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did I just do? I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Stop.